Welcome back to the layout. So, bunch of new stuff going on, and let's get started. So, finally completed the access road here, kind of based on the Union Pacific access roads in J.R. Davis Yard. Still working on a final design plan for the uh, staging yard here. Once that's all set in, then I can move on to actually building it. But I do have some preliminary areas here. So I originally had this piece here, that was part of the 3 foot flex track section, and I realized I need to set a spot in the yard that's separate from the yard that I can actually start outside of the yard segment. So I figured, okay, well, I'll just cut some spot of the flex track and then get a switch in here. So the switch is outside the yard, and then it leads into tracks here. So there'll be a siding going along the front edge here of the access road, and then 3 tracks will go back there. Haven't figured that out yet, but I'm getting to that. Also, finally finished painting up, and I added some Woodland Scenics gravel to the stream bed here, or the canal. I'll be putting some this stuff on it. So I've got deep pour murky water from Woodland Scenics. I actually found out that there's a hobby shop not too far from where I live. So I went and checked that out, and that's where I bought that and some of this Woodland Scenics grass, static grass, as well as some of this, which is brass rods for when I build the open air cars once I get that figured out. So I've got pieces here. I'll be cutting them, soldering them, and moving and getting it going, and then actually I'll spray paint it with some black spray paint, and then kind of have a rough area here for where the tree line's going to go, and then I'll have fields. I'll use the static grass for fields over there, and then strips here for the bypass, and then I'm going to deep pour over here, and then more static grass over there, and then a little bit right here, and that'll finish this entire diorama, so we'll be back to where it kind of looked, but I'm using different materials. Okay, moving on over here. I finally put this display museum track back in there and glued it down. So I've got my 1233, which is currently numbered as 1277. I've got my caboose, which I'll be renumbering at some point, and then I've got to put some numbers on the 50 tonner. I've got a spreader back there that's incomplete. The museum ran out of funding. This gondola has been giving me trouble when running it in trains, so I've delegated that as a piece of museum property. And then I've got my Sperry rail car testing car, and that can actually be removed as part of the operating terms of the layout. And then I finally got this siding back in, so I had it cut to length. I've got a switch right here, so the switch will go in, come around, come over here, and then tie in. I'll have a pair of tracks going off. I'll have a track maybe going off here somewhere, and then a track going off here to the scrapyard, and that's that. I did finally order. See that hanging out. I did finally order some crossovers for the yard. I'm going to have a crossover in here to go to the engine terminal. And then I'm going to have a crossover up here at Diener Siding so I can have my rail yard, my Yolo short line yard back in there. And then what else do I got going on here? So yeah, I've got gotta figure out wiring. Back there still is the other industry, so that's going to be part of the hidden staging. Yeah, I pulled this down so that I can, once I start soldering these two, I've got wire already pre-cut. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do that. And then it's going to go tie on here. I'm not sure if I want to string it up and then, but yeah, that's what's going on here with the layout. So the next step over here, I'm gonna still trying to figure out how to get a new station in there, and then it's probably gonna have to come off here somewhere. Don't know yet. And then ballasting will be last on the agenda. And then up here, everything is still gonna be the same. I'm leaving the track alone over here. I am going to be putting a fence. I've got a chain link fence, so it's going to kind of go along the edge of this track here, and then maybe midway down the property there, and then it's going to come the gate. There's going to be a gate right here, maybe a gate here. I don't know. Haven't figured that out yet. But that's it for the layout updates for today. Yeah, I do want to figure out, because look how flimsy this shit is. Yeah. I also did, I tried doing lettering on this side here. Look how crappy that is. So, I'm going to have to strip the car again and repaint, and try again and repaint it. Because, first of all, when I originally spray painted this car, it was a windy day, so I had to rush and get the car inside. So I've got to redo that. But I'll have it on this side for now. That way it's not interfering with anything. I'm just kind of keeping everything tidy for now, as tidy as I can. So that's it. Thank you for watching on the Yolo County Railroad. I'm your host, Stephen Jellum. Please like and subscribe. Y'all have a good one. Bye for now.